RJ, how do you feel about collaborations then? So we talked about the content itself. So a couple of years ago, Tasha Cobbs, Nicki Minaj, for example, 1 or 2 years ago, Lecrae, Ty Dolla $ign. What's your stance?
Collabs, like features. I mean, I feel like there needs to be a good mesh, and I feel like both artists that are collabing need to have the same wavelength, in a sense, because some songs just don't feel like somebody's trying to take it this way, and then the other artist is wants to kind of go this way. I feel like they need to be in the same kind of mindset, so they could kind of preach out the same message. So I feel like if you have a song that you're releasing to the public that's saying one thing, and in the exact same song saying another thing, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So I feel like for me, for collabs, it needs to just have one message within the track, and it needs to be consistent. That's my take on it. Or you guys?
Go on, Linda, because you're well positioned on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing I would say about RJ's comment, would you, it's a question, what should I say? Would you say then, based on the fact that you think they should be coming from the same place or the same vibe, that it shouldn't be Christian artists collaborating with non-Christian artists? That's the first place that my mind went to when I was listening to what you said. I never knew that Tasha collaborated with Nicki Minaj.
You caught me off.
I don't know that. I was listening to like a Tasha song the other day. I had no idea.
I heard Nicki Minaj and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like that threw me.
After the show.
Threw me.
Yeah, I might have to listen to it. I need to see what happened.
But can I just go back to Tyrone for a second? There was a point that Tyrone made that I really felt made a lot of sense. The reason why you listen to the music you listen to now is because it's different to what you were listening to before. And I love that, and I understand that. I forgot to say that I really felt that. When it comes to collaborations though, for me, I think it touches on the evangelist point that Nathan has made. Justin Bieber, I'd use as an example. Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say, and you know what, I don't know what a Christian is, because I can't hand on my heart say I am the finest example of a Christian. Justin Bieber's had a checkered past. You know, at one point he was kind of doing a bad boy thing. He was a sweet boy at one point. You know, he's had a checkered past, but he openly speaks about God. And would I say, you know, he shouldn't do that, or he shouldn't collaborate with other Christian artists? I wouldn't say no, because I also do believe that part of our jobs as Christians is to spread the word. And in the society that we are living in, we have to remember that our society now, although there are a lot of similarities to when Jesus was here, our society is different. We look at views, we look at numbers, we look at streams, we look at things that are going viral, we do social media. So an evangelist now may need to collaborate. And not need as in it's essential, but in order to have more ears on a message, it actually might be a good idea. And also that artist that we're referring to as a non-Christian artist, are they non-Christian because they don't believe, or are they non-Christian because of the music they make? And I know that question is almost like, well, it's almost obvious, but it's not, because I don't know Nicki Minaj personally, so I don't think she's even a good example. But someone like Beyonce, who has openly spoken about her faith many, many times, but her music isn't necessarily Christian music. What is she then? Should she not make Christian music because she's not a Christian, but she believes in God? So what are we classing as a Christian artist almost?
Yeah.
Things to say on that, because for me, it's kind of what Tari said. Her expectation is the worship music. So if you then do a secular song or secular album, it's like it throws you off because you already have an expectation of something. So sometimes with these Christian artists, when they come off from like their music, just it's kind of like, you know, as an artist, you have your niche, you have your market, this is your audience, this is who you cater to. If you are catering to the Christian community, then the Christian community are going to expect Christian music. I'm not going to lie to you. If Beyonce started singing Christian music, even though I know she has that song with Michelle, which I really think is a beautiful song, the Jesus Says Yes, but if Beyonce started singing a very overtly Christian music, I would be surprised. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if I'm going to say I'm looking for Beyonce to sing Christian music, and I'm not going to say I'm not going to listen to it, because I'm sure I would listen to it, but it's still just setting those expectations. Like when Marley Music said he wasn't going to do overtly Christian music and then started singing more secular, I know some of my friends were like, oh my gosh, like, why is he doing that? Is he backslidden or whatever? And for me, I'm like, everybody has the liberty to create and express art the way they want to. And if we're saying music is art, which it is, then beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. So you can't really say this is rubbish or this is great or this is not. The songs that are number one, some of them I'm like, okay, but millions of people are streaming those songs and they find that music beautiful or they find that artist beautiful.